Chosen one, pause for a moment and listen closely. There are moments in life when destiny quietly approaches, when the universe aligns events in ways we never expected. Today is one of those moments. Something extraordinary is moving toward you right now. Something that has been prepared behind the scenes long before you realized it. The struggles you faced, the patience you showed, and the faith you kept were not wasted. They were shaping you for this exact turning point. Soon, a door will open in your life, and with it will come a surprise that shifts your path forever. Stay alert, stay faithful, and prepare your heart. Chosen one, there were many nights when you quietly asked the universe for a sign. You questioned whether the path you were walking truly had meaning, whether the sacrifices you made and the patience you showed were leading anywhere at all. In those moments of uncertainty, you kept moving forward even when the road seemed silent and empty. Yes, what you must understand now is that nothing you experienced was overlooked. Every prayer, every hopeful thought, every tear shed in private was heard and recorded in ways you could not yet see. The sign you have been waiting for has not been lost in the noise of the world. It has been forming, slowly and carefully, preparing to reveal itself at the exact moment you are ready to recognize it. There were times when you almost gave up on the idea that something meaningful was approaching. Life has a way of testing the patience of those who are chosen for something greater. You might have watched others receive opportunities while your own seemed delayed. You may have wondered why doors opened easily for others while yours remained closed. But the truth is that your journey has always been different. The delay you experienced was not a denial, it was a preparation. As the universe often works quietly behind the scenes, arranging circumstances, aligning people, and creating the perfect moment for a breakthrough that will not simply pass by but will truly transform your direction. Chosen one, signs rarely appear the way we imagine them. They do not always come as dramatic miracles or loud announcements. Sometimes a sign arrives through a conversation, an unexpected opportunity, or a person who suddenly appears in your life with a message you needed to hear. Sometimes the sign is a shift in your own awareness, a sudden clarity that helps you see your path with confidence again. What matters most is that you remain aware and open. The sign meant for you will resonate deep within your spirit, and when it does, there will be a quiet certainty that cannot be explained with logic alone. You have been guided more than you realize. Even in moments when you felt alone, there were invisible forces aligning your steps. Setbacks you faced were not there to stop you, they were there to redirect you towards something greater than what you initially expected. Many times what appears to be a closed door is actually protection, keeping you from stepping into situations that would have distracted you from your true purpose. The path of a chosen one often includes detours and challenges, not because they are forgotten, but because they are being shaped for something meaningful. See, right now, the energy around your life is shifting. The things you once struggled to understand are beginning to make sense. The patience you practiced is about to reveal its purpose. The sign you asked for is closer than you think, and when it appears, it will connect the dots of your past experiences in a way that finally brings clarity. You will look back and realize that every moment of doubt was part of the journey that prepared you for this turning point. As chosen one, the most important thing you can do in this moment is stay receptive. Do not allow past disappointments to close your heart to what is coming. Signs are meant to guide you, but they require awareness to be recognized. Pay attention to the subtle movements in your life, the conversations that seem too meaningful to be coincidence, and the opportunities that suddenly appear where there was once nothing. These are often the quiet signals that the universe is placing along your path. The sign you have been waiting for is not just meant to reassure you, it is meant to awaken you. It is a reminder that your story is still unfolding and that the next chapter holds possibilities you have not yet imagined. Very soon something will happen that confirms what your spirit has felt all along, that you were never walking blindly, and that every step you took was leading you exactly where you needed to be. As chosen one, there were many times when you wondered why the things you hoped for did not arrive when you expected them to. You may have looked at your life and asked why certain doors remained closed, even though you were ready, willing, and faithful. In moments like those, it can feel confusing and even discouraging. But what you must understand now is that divine timing does not operate on human impatience. See, what is meant for you is never rushed, and what is truly destined for your life arrives only when every piece of the path is prepared. The delay you experienced was never meant to punish you. It was meant to prepare you. Think about the person you were months or even years ago. Your understanding, your strength, and your perspective were different then. There were lessons you had not yet learned and experiences you had not yet faced. And opportunities had arrived too early. They might have overwhelmed you or led you down a path you were not fully ready to handle. Sometimes what feels like a missed chance is actually protection. The universe often holds back certain blessings until your spirit has grown strong enough to carry the responsibility that comes with them. Chosen one, growth often happens in the quiet seasons of life. Times when nothing seems to be moving forward, something powerful is actually happening within you. Your patience is being strengthened. Your wisdom is being shaped. Your ability to recognize what truly matters is becoming clearer. These inner transformations are not always visible, but they are essential. Without them, the opportunities meant for your future might pass by unnoticed or be taken for granted. The challenges you faced were also part of this preparation. Every obstacle you overcame added another layer of resilience to your character. Every disappointment taught you something valuable about trust, endurance, and faith. These lessons were not random experiences, they were tools being placed in your hands, so that when your moment arrives, you will know how to hold on to it and move forward with confidence. Many people receive opportunities but are not prepared to maintain them. You, however, have been learning through every step of your journey. There is also another reason for delay that many people rarely consider. Sometimes the path must align not only for you, but also for the people and circumstances connected to your destiny. The person who will open the next door in your life may have been on their own journey of preparation. The opportunity meant for you may have required certain events to unfold first. The universe works through countless connections, weaving together timelines and experiences until the moment is exactly right. What seems slow from your perspective is actually a carefully designed process unfolding at the perfect pace. Chosen one, patience is one of the greatest strengths you have developed. While others may rush forward without reflection, you have learned the power of waiting with faith. Waiting does not mean standing still in defeat. It means continuing to grow, continuing to trust, and continuing to believe that your time will come. That belief has been shaping your mindset and preparing your heart for what lies ahead. Soon you will begin to understand why things unfolded the way they did. The pieces of your past will start connecting, and the delays that once confused you will reveal their purpose. You will see how each season of waiting gave you something valuable: clarity, strength, humility, and determination. These qualities will become the foundation of the next chapter of your life. As chosen one, the truth is that nothing about your journey has been accidental. Even the waiting periods had meaning. They allowed you to become someone capable of recognizing and embracing the opportunity that is approaching. When the moment finally arrives, you will not step into it as the person you once were. You will step into it as someone wiser, stronger, and far more prepared than you ever realized. As chosen one, sometimes the greatest turning points in life arrive through the presence of another person. Not every messenger of change appears with a grand announcement or an obvious sign. Often they enter your life quietly, in ways that seem ordinary at first. A simple conversation, an unexpected meeting, or a moment that feels small in the beginning can later reveal itself as the exact point where everything started to shift. Yes. What you must understand is that certain people cross your path not by coincidence, but because their journey and your journey were meant to intersect at the right moment. Throughout your life, you have met many individuals who played different roles. Some were there to support you, some to challenge you, and some to teach you difficult lessons. Each encounter shaped your understanding of the world and helped you grow stronger. But the messenger of change is different. This person or opportunity carries an energy that feels purposeful. When they appear, something within you senses that the moment holds meaning beyond what can be seen on the surface. Chosen one, this messenger may not look the way you imagined. Sometimes we expect transformation to arrive through something dramatic or extraordinary. Yet many life-changing opportunities come disguised as normal situations. The person who brings new direction into your life may simply share an idea, open a door you didn't know existed, or encourage you in a moment when you needed it most. Their role is not always to stay forever, but to activate something within you that moves your life forward. What makes a messenger of change powerful is not just what they say or do, but the effect their presence has on your perspective. They may help you see possibilities you had overlooked. They may remind you of strengths you had forgotten. Sometimes they bring clarity to confusion that has been weighing on your mind for a long time. When this happens, it feels as though a light has been turned on inside your path, revealing a direction that suddenly feels clear and achievable. You must also remember that messengers often appear when you least expect them. Life has a mysterious way of arranging encounters at exactly the right time. You might meet someone during a casual moment, while working, traveling, or even through a simple conversation that begins without any special intention. Yet later you realize that the meeting was not random at all. It was one of those moments the universe carefully placed along your path so that your journey could move forward. Chosen one, being open to these encounters is very important. If your heart is closed by past disappointments or doubts, you might overlook the significance of someone who enters your life with genuine purpose. Not every person you meet will be part of your transformation, but when the right one appears, there will be a subtle sense of alignment. Their words will resonate deeply. Their presence will bring a sense of encouragement rather than confusion. You will feel inspired to think bigger and believe more strongly in your direction. Sometimes the messenger's role is simply to remind you who you truly are. Life can be challenging, and during difficult seasons it is easy to forget your potential. A person who speaks the right words at the right moment can reignite your confidence and help you reconnect with your purpose. In that sense, the messenger does not create your transformation, they awaken it. The strength and potential were already within you, waiting for the right moment to be activated. Chosen one, when this messenger of change arrives, pay attention not only to their presence but also to the opportunities connected to them. They may introduce you to ideas, paths, or experiences that expand your world in ways you never expected. What begins as a simple interaction can gradually open doors that lead you into a completely new chapter of life. Remember that transformation often begins with a single encounter. One conversation, one moment of encouragement, or one opportunity can redirect your entire path. The messenger who appears at your door may seem ordinary at first, but the impact they carry has the potential to change everything that comes next in your story. Chosen one, there is a voice within you that has always tried to guide you, even during the most confusing seasons of your life. It is quiet, often softer than the noise of the world around you, but it is always present. This inner voice is your intuition, the deep awareness placed within your spirit to help you recognize truth, direction, and purpose. Many people ignore this voice because they become distracted by doubt, fear, or the opinions of others. But you have felt it before. Those moments when something inside you whispered that a certain decision was right or wrong, long before your mind could explain why. There were times in your journey when you felt that inner signal strongly. Perhaps you sensed that a certain path was not meant for you, even when everyone else thought it was the perfect opportunity. Maybe you felt drawn towards something that others could not understand. In those moments, your intuition was trying to guide you toward alignment with your true path. Even when you doubted yourself, that quiet inner guidance never completely disappeared. It remained patient, waiting for the moment when you would begin to trust it again. Chosen one, when the moment of change approaches, your intuition becomes even more important. The world can be full of distractions and conflicting voices. People may offer advice based on their own fears or limitations. Situations may appear confusing on the surface. But your inner voice has a unique clarity because it connects directly with your deeper purpose. It does not shout or force you into action. It gently nudges you, creating a sense of knowing that something is either aligned with your journey or not. One of the most powerful signs of intuition is the feeling of calm certainty that arises within you. Even if a situation looks uncertain to others, you may feel a quiet confidence that tells you the path is correct. This feeling is different from excitement or impulse. It is deeper and steadier. It feels like a quiet assurance that you are moving in harmony with something greater than yourself. Learning to recognize this feeling is one of the greatest strengths you can develop. There were also moments when you may have ignored your intuition and later realized it was trying to protect you. Perhaps you moved forward with something that didn't feel right deep inside, only to face difficulties that confirmed your initial feeling. These experiences were not failures. They were lessons teaching you how valuable your inner guidance truly is. Each time you reflect on those moments, you become more aware of the difference between outside pressure and genuine inner direction. Chosen one, trusting your intuition requires courage. Sometimes it asks you to step away from what is familiar. Sometimes it encourages you to take opportunities that others may not fully understand. Following that inner voice can feel challenging because it asks you to rely on your own sense of truth, rather than seeking constant approval from the world around you. But when you honor that guidance, you begin to walk a path that feels authentic and deeply aligned with who you are meant to become. When the surprise or opportunity approaching your life finally appears, your intuition will recognize its significance before your mind fully understands it. There will be a sense that something important is unfolding, a quiet realization that this moment carries meaning. You might feel a sudden clarity or a calm excitement that encourages you to pay attention. That is the inner voice reminding you that you are standing at the doorway of something meaningful. Chosen one, the more you listen to this voice, the stronger it becomes. It grows clearer with trust and practice. Every time you pause, reflect, and allow yourself to feel, rather than react instantly, you create space for your intuition to guide you. Over time, you begin to recognize that this inner wisdom has always been part of your journey, gently steering you toward growth, opportunity, and transformation. Remember that your intuition is not separate from your purpose. It is one of the tools placed within you to help you navigate life's uncertainties. Thus, when you trust it, you align yourself with a deeper flow that leads you toward the opportunities meant for your path. And when the moment arrives that has the power to change everything, your inner voice will be the first to tell you that the time has finally come. Expanded 5 St. Key Point 600 words without subheadings. Chosen one. Every journey eventually reaches a moment when the past and the future stand face to face. It is the moment when everything you have experienced, every struggle, every lesson, every quiet prayer begins to point you toward a new chapter. You may not have realized it while you were walking through the difficult seasons, but those experiences were shaping you into someone capable of stepping into something greater. Now you are approaching a time when the door in front of you will begin to open. And what waits on the other side is not just a small change, but a transformation in the direction of your life. There were times when you believed your story might remain the same forever. You may have felt stuck in patterns, repeating routines, or waiting for something meaningful to finally happen. In those moments, it was easy to wonder if the future would ever look different from the present. But life has a powerful way of shifting when the right moment arrives. What once seemed permanent can suddenly change, and the path that felt narrow can expand into something far wider than you imagined. Stepping into a new chapter requires more than simply noticing that an opportunity has arrived. It requires courage. The familiar, even when it is uncomfortable, can feel safer than the unknown. Many people hesitate at the doorway of change because they fear what might happen if they take the next step. They question whether they are truly ready or whether the opportunity is real. But the truth is that growth always involves stepping beyond what feels predictable. Chosen one, you have been prepared for this moment in ways you might not fully recognize yet. Every challenge you overcame strengthened your resilience. Every disappointment taught you patience and wisdom. Even the times when you felt uncertain helped you develop awareness and humility. These qualities are not accidental. They are the foundation that will support you as you move into the next phase of your journey. Without them, the opportunities ahead might feel overwhelming. With them, you are capable of walking forward with confidence. Receiving what is meant for you also requires gratitude. When a new door opens, it is important to acknowledge how far you have already come. Gratitude keeps your heart grounded and reminds you that every step of the journey had value. The difficult seasons were not meaningless delays, they were the preparation that allowed this new chapter to exist. When you look back with appreciation instead of frustration, you begin to see how the entire path was guiding you toward this point. This new chapter will also ask you to believe in your own potential more deeply than before. Sometimes people carry hidden doubts about whether they truly deserve the opportunities that come their way. They question their worth or fear that success will disappear as quickly as it arrived. But the opportunities entering your life are not random gifts. They are the result of growth, patience, and perseverance. You have been developing the qualities needed to handle them, even during the times when you felt unnoticed. As chosen one, stepping forward also means letting go of the limitations that once defined your thinking. The beliefs that kept you small in the past cannot travel with you into the future that is opening before you. As you move into this new chapter, you will begin to see yourself differently. Your confidence will grow, your vision will expand, and the possibilities around you will feel larger than they ever did before. Remember that a new chapter does not erase the past, it builds upon it. The experiences you carry with you are part of your strength. They remind you how much you have already overcome and how capable you are of facing whatever lies ahead. Instead of fearing change, you can welcome it as the natural continuation of your journey. Chosen one, the door that is opening in front of you is not there by accident. It is the next step in a story that has been unfolding for a long time. When the moment arrives, step forward with courage, gratitude, and belief in yourself. The chapter ahead holds possibilities that will reshape your path and reveal just how powerful your journey can truly become.